Hello, beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're here looking at the energy surrounding you for May, mid-May. Before I get into the individual readings, let me do the collective pull. Mercury has gone direct, so we no longer have Mercury retrograde. Venus is going direct. And also the nodes of the moon are shifting from Pisces and Virgo into Aquarius and Leo. So having this shift for the next year and a half really means focusing on your destiny, focusing on your calling, focusing on your passion. What is it? What is that creative get up and go that you have always wanted to do but haven't done? This is going to be the time to start it, to allow it to begin, to allow it to grow within you. At the same time, use a foundation of community, use a foundation of thinking outside of the box to help you get there. Don't be afraid to be different. Oh, look at that. Just fall. Calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this collective reading. Now, if you don't want to listen to the collective part, I have below linked a timestamp that will take you directly to your individual reading. Okay, I'm going to fan them out today. That one. Okay. And the card is Vacuum Away Fear. Call upon Archangel Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. Don't be afraid to follow your destiny. Don't be afraid to follow your passion. This is the time to start it. This is the time to go forward. Even if it's tiny little steps, move forward on that inkling, move forward on that fire in your belly that is asking you to seek, to become more. Light the match. Let the light shine. So there's this interesting idea, that there's nothing to fear except for fear itself. But I heard this saying, probably in the last couple weeks, of, you've got nothing to lose if you give it your all. So, why don't you try that? Give it your all. You have nothing to lose if you give it your all, because you've already given everything you have. So my collective, really do not be afraid to be you. Do not be afraid to be different, to think outside of the box, and use that to create your destiny. We need you. Do not forget that. And on to our reading. Hello, Capricorn. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're here looking at the energy surrounding you for mid-May 2017. If you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, or go to my website. Also, make sure to listen to your rising sign and your sun sign. Rising sign and moon sign along with your sun sign for added guidance. If you're not sure what those are, I have provided a website in the description box that will create a natal chart for you. Let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading. Calling in the divine. What messages do you have for Capricorn, May 2017, mid-May 2017? What energies, what guidance, what messages do you have for Capricorn, mid-May 2017? Okay. And the energy that's coming in from the beginning of May into mid-May is the Page of Swords. So this is a message, a very clear, concise message. Probably overly honest, can be a little hard to digest, but has a youthful vibrance to it. So they could just be very clear and almost mean about it. You know how like 3-year-olds sometimes will say, or like young children will say, oh, you're ugly, you know, and they don't mean that you're ugly, they just mean that you look different to them. They don't know, they don't know any better. So it could be a message like that, like, oh, you stink. Or it could feel like that, but it's just their truth that they are speaking, even though, and they just don't have the filter yet to say it in a kind way. All right, and then we have the King of Wands, 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and then the Empress. Okay. All right, so someone is coming into your life or affecting you mid-May, and this is a King of Wands, so this is a fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And they're kind of revving up your life, you know, they're trying to feed some energy into different situations. Now, I have the 10 of Swords here, and this is in relationships. So, you know, I've actually gotten this card a couple times, or at least one other time during the mid-May. Interesting. Okay, I'll show you this in just a minute. But the 10 of Swords here in relationship does mean that there is an ending happening in some certain way. But, you know, with you guys, like the sense that I'm getting more so, Capricorn, is not necessarily a breakup, but a change in structure of relationship. Yeah, that something is changing in the relationship. Not everyone's just breaking up or getting divorced, but how you guys are going about it is shifting. Like maybe you guys were engaged and you decided, you know what, it's just not the right time. So you guys are kind of taking a moment away from each other to reevaluate how you're going to do this partnership. Or, you know, I also get this kind of sense with family, like somebody, like maybe a child could have been living with you, and now you guys have decided it's time for one of you guys to move out. But it's a definite end of a cycle when it comes to the relationship, and you're starting a new one. The interesting thing that I was looking at earlier, Capricorn, is that the 10 of Swords, in this deck, they are linked together. So the 10 of Swords and the Page of Swords are linked together here. Do you see how it creates this bird flying? Let's see if I can, if I hold it up, you might be able to see it better. Okay. And so with that, I feel like this person is definitely linked relationship-wise, that they might have said something that spurred this whole entire shift and made you realize that, you know, this relationship wasn't working the way that that you had thought. And so this King of Wands could be your support system in that, trying to revive you from the end of the cycle that could have, you know, left some hurt feelings. And the 2 of Swords with work is, you know, you just don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to act or be, or, you know, what choices you should make. It's like you're at a crossroads and you don't know what to say about it. You don't, you know, with this situation, it could be like the King of Wands could be coming in with work and be really excited and vibrant about something, and you're just not feeling the same way, and you don't know how to tell that person that, because they're very chatty Cathy, they're, you know, creative, they're kind of like in the spotlight, and you're kind of sitting there shaking your head going, I do not see what they see. I do not see the situation the same way. And so you're trying to figure out how you're going to voice your truth when they are being so, in a way, over the top about it. But you're going to have to figure out a way to do that so you don't sit there in such discomfort, you know. So when I see this card, you have to speak it clearly. At the, you know, no flowers, no fluff, no stuff. Just be very straightforward about it, but respectful. Because then we have the 3 of Swords, and this is in your abundance, and somebody's trying to take take something from you. And I feel like it's more emotional. I feel like somebody's really trying to take you for a ride. And that's why this Ten of Swords is here. Is they're trying to take your energy, take your life source in a way. And it's in this interest, like the Three of Swords also has a feeling of cheating and a third party, but more so I really feel like this person is acting like two people, like one person to your face, but their motives are another thing. So they could be really sweet to you, but then on the flip side, they're trying to take your money, or they're trying to take your house, or they're trying to take your space, or they're just trying to suck out emotional support from you and drain you. And so because this is in your abundance, I really feel like they're taking something that is not theirs from you. So take heed with that. Be careful of that and keep yourself strong and your boundaries high. And then we have the Empress, and this is in your mind, body, soul connection. So this, I like having that here in your reading, because it means that you're growing more abundant in that connection. And I think that's going to be really your saving grace through the end of May, is while going through some kind of, some challenges that are happening. At least the Tower didn't show up, right? You are creating this beautiful connection with self, because I feel like you're going to really learn some strong messages through these situations. And you'll only grow into a stronger, more secure human being. So yeah, find the beauty in you, find a solstice in you, find joy in the surroundings too, of you in your surroundings, in your own beauty. All right, so let's call on the Knafo, the visionary deck, just to fine tune it and bring it all together. A little added guidance. The Gate of Knowledge. Okay, let me show you the card, and then I'll read from the book. Beautiful. This is actually the image that is similar to the back. The Gate of Knowledge. Okay. The Gate of Knowledge symbolizes the opening of the gate to new dimensions of knowledge, those moments in time of sudden insight and intuition. It represents the beginning of a spiritual and shamanic journey, or the entrance into a new and other realm. This higher knowledge is available to accessible to everyone. You only need the right conditions and state of mind to attain it. There is an intuitive component involved, knowledge that is not fully possible to understand, yet recognizable once it is received and able to be fully experienced from that point forward. So with the Gate of Knowledge, really, this is, it makes sense because we go from the Ten of Swords to the Empress. So it's a letting go of, I think like past cycles, past ways of being, past habits, and growing into this fertile, luscious, beautiful you, like breaking free of some of the chains that have been holding you down. Could be for years, it could be for centuries, it could be for many past lives. And so you're shedding all of this, you're shedding it, you're shedding, and opening this gateway of self and to become the Empress. So let those things go that are not serving you. Let those things go that are backstabbing you. Make a decision that is strong in self, and that is strong in your intuition, that is strong in your soul path. Become the Empress. The gates are open. Go through it. All right. Remember, listen to your heart, and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.